Ahoy VC, welcome to the Personal Oasis. This is the Blind Island, and we are continuing our countdown of my favorite top 100 albums of all time. Now remember, this is favorite, not necessarily what I think is best or most artistic, just records that hit the turntable frequently. And if you have any more questions as far as what the rules and circumstances look like, I'll include a link to the very first video. Anyway, on to the countdown. At number 84, we have Peter LaFarge sings Women Blues. This is a wonderful record by a folk singer who is woefully underappreciated for his singer-songwriter chops. His lyrics are biting, his presence is very familiar to fans of Woody Guthrie and Jack Elliott. He's basically very much in that vein of a Ramblin cowboy who is representing people groups who have been mistreated and done wrong. He was the man who wrote the wonderful song Ballad of Ira Hayes, made popular and famous by Johnny Cash. And there are so many great tunes on this album. Each one I could get lost in. There's wonderful turns of phrase, and he truly does have a gift that needs to be reevaluated by people in the vinyl community and music lovers in general. At number 83, we have Nightlife by Ray Price. This has been covered on the channel before. I have done a review of this, so I won't go too far in depth with it, but I just have to say what a treasure and masterpiece I find this to be in the country genre. And if you haven't given it a listen yet, give it a listen now. At number 82, we have Gabor Szabo, Bacchanal. This is Gabor Szabo's shining moment. It was very nearly eked out by Jazz Raga, which was released on the Impulse label, but I just love this album. It's a great mood setter. It's great for any occasion. I believe it's wonderful background music, great for reading, great for studying, great for reflective, meditative time. So if you're looking to get into a good book or you're just looking to have a nice relaxing evening, this is a great record to have on. At number 81, we have the Bob Seger System, Ramblin, Gamblin Man. Last year I rediscovered the music of Bob Seger, and his early work is just incredible. As hard-hitting as the MC5, and with even more vigor and rigor to his voice. Bob Seger brings the heat in his debut album with the System, and I just love it. Yes, it is a little bit uneven, but I find it to be charming in how much they're willing to experiment, try new things, until they finally hit their stride. But it continues to be my favorite Bob Seger album, and I highly recommend people seek it out. It's finally available on streaming services, and I hope that the rest of his back catalog becomes available, because it really is deserving of being rediscovered. At number 80, we have Copeland Blushing. This is a record that I listened to throughout 2019. It came out at the tail end of January, beginning of February, and I listened to it just about every single week. It is haunting, ethereal, dreamy, romantic, heartbroken. It's this wonderful synth-driven rock music that will no doubt take you away into a dreamlike soundscape that you'll never want to escape from. It sounds like a dreamer waking up from a lovely romantic dream, but having to soon discover that life isn't nearly as romantic as we make it out in our heads. And as a bit of a romantic myself, I can kind of relate to that. And I think that this is a beautiful album, wonderful and gorgeous. It's on beautiful blue, smoky vinyl, and I recommend every person in the vinyl community pick up a copy of it, because you will not be disappointed with the music that you find within. So what did you guys think of the newest installment in our list? Were there some titles in here you recognize, some new things? Thank you so much for your comments that you've had on the previous installments. I'm glad to see that this is being such a hit with you, and I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.